up, we are going to have Mr. Jason Shipps with his humorous interpretation.
Don't all scream at once. How y'all doing tonight?
Great.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna make you laugh. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I'm getting my stories mixed up. No, this story begins in a hole in the ground. There lived a hobbit. Yes, it's not a rabbit, it's a hobbit. I know what I'm talking about. His name was Bilbo Baggins, and he was one of the most respected hobbits in all of Middle-earth. Now, what is Middle-earth, you ask? Ask the author. He's dead. Anyway, Bilbo didn't know that his life was about to change forever upon the arrival of a very tall and very old man. Good morning, sir.
What? You'll have to speak up. I'm 138 years old. Anyway, my name is Gandalf. Who are you?
I'm Bilbo Baggins.
Hilbo Haggins. Hi. I'm looking for someone to share in an
You're kidding. You're kidding me.
How long was I out?
About 30 seconds.
Perfect. I'm looking for someone to share with me in an adventure. This is Thorin and the company of Lonely Mountain Dwarves. So, that's the short one.
Look who's talking. Think of a time when man shared his days with elves, dwarves, wizards, goblins, dragons, and hobbits. But don't worry, it's a very short tale. This is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, performed by Jason Shipps. The next day, Bilbo and the dwarves set out on their very long journey. Many miles were traveled, and they eventually found themselves in the captivity of 3 hungry trolls. Now, the trolls, arguing about how they were going to cook the company, did not see the rising sun. And apparently dwarves have an allergy to the sun. I thought that was vampires. Well, they turned to stone, and they moved on and found the dwarves' treasure cave. In it, they found many glorious swords. And Bilbo got a dagger. They moved on to the elven city of Rivendell, and there the elf lord, Elrond, a lot of elves, kind of tongue twister, deciphered their ancient map using the moon runes. Yeah. You have to stand on the other side of the mountain. Yeah. And there the keyhole will shine when the last light of the setting sun shines upon it. You got your work cut out for you, short stuff. Well, this really angered Thorin. He's a very angry person. He's like Bruce Wayne. They moved on and left Gandalf behind. Now time out for a second. If you were about this tall, and you had a wizard about this tall, who had a lot of magical powers, would you leave him behind?
Yeah.
No. But they did. And, of course, they got captured. This time by the Goblin King. I know what you guys are thinking. I see some of the older people smiling. It's not David Bowie. Although he is here, ladies and gentlemen, David Bowie. Yeah, you're here to see me. So they got captured, and Bilbo fell behind and fell into a deep, dark hole, and about a mysterious underground lake. Now, he wasn't alone. The creature Gollum lived here. And you guys think you may know Gollum, but you really don't. But Bilbo awoke and found a golden ring lying on the ground. Money in my pocket. And he heard a noise behind him. Hello. How are you, precious? You gotta forgive me. I have throat cancer. It happens when you're down here for 500 years. 500 years? How have you been down here for 500 years? A lot of age makeup, sweetie. Goes a long way. But they decided to play a game of riddles. Upon answering the first riddle, Bilbo finally asked Gollum a question. What do I have in my pocket?
All right, that's not fair. I have a tinier brain than you. I can't process things. I only have 9 teeth. I'm serious, look. All right, 3 guesses. All right, a knife, a string, or nothing.
3 guesses, all wrong. Now you have to show me the way out.
Oh.
But Gollum finally found out what Bilbo did have in his pocket. The ring belonged to him. And so enraged, he ran to the edge of Bilbo, who slipped on the ring before and became invisible. None of you saw that coming. Invisibility powers! Harry Potter ripped it off. Hobbit had it first. They ran to the exit, and Bilbo led his friends on the other side. And there they moved on. Gandalf, deciding he had better things to do, decided to leave them at the edge of the perilous forest of Mirkwood. They went in and encountered the things you'd normally find in a fantasy adventure: giant spiders, disease, famine, starvation. But they're fine, because they got captured for a 3rd time. This time by the Elven King of Mirkwood. Now he was not too happy to see Thorin. No one's ever happy to see Thorin. No one likes Thorin. But Bilbo, using the ring's invisibility powers, as he would frequently do, because he's a little coward, stayed behind and opened all the cells as they were locked. And in barrels, they rode down to the mansettlement of Lake Town. And there they met the dashing Bard the Bowman.
Hi. I'm the leader of the militia here. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's not because they feel sorry for me. Is it true, guys?
Oh, no. Yeah, no more.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, if you go up that way, it'll put you right where you need to go.
And following Bard's advice, they moved up and they sat, and they sat, and they sat. Finally, the sun decided to descend, and the keyhole illuminated. Now Thorin unlocked it, and the stone wall opened. So there they were. Now this was not for no reason. Thorin knew that as soon as he stepped foot into that threshold, the dragon on the inside would surely recognize his scent and, well, you know. So, they did what I'm sure any one of you would do in this situation. They sent Bilbo first. And so, about 3 steps in, Bilbo finally decided, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna die. This thing is 100 times my size, and I don't even care. I made it this far. I should keep going. And he went deeper and deeper into the tunnel. And finally, in a room filled with magnificent gems and gold, laid the great beast Smaug, the dragon. Now this lizard was asleep, or so it seemed. Bilbo took one wrong step, and the dragon awoke and called out to him in a fierce voice.
Hello? I know you're here. Where are you?
Come help yourself to some, treasure. I did not come for presents, Smaug the Magnificent. I merely came to, have a look at you. Truly, you are more magnificent than the tales of old say.
Oh, really?
What's your real reason? I know you're lying, kid. Well, I have a company of dwarves outside. Oh my God. The dragon flew out of the mountain, down to Lake Town. Why would you go to a man's settlement if you're mad at dwarves? And the destruction began. But his arrival was met by Bard.
Guys, oh, you're on fire. Oh. Don't jump in there, I need you. It looks like it's up to me. All right, here it.
The next day, Bard, the newly crowned king of Lake Town, went up to the mountain to ask the dwarves for some treasure. Now the dwarves, selfish as they are, said no. And so, calling on the elves for help, the men met the dwarves on the battlefield. And an army of elves, dwarves, and men were about to meet. And just as the first swords were swung, a familiar face arrived.
Hello, hello. I'm back, everybody. Did you miss me?
Hey, shut up, Thorin. I don't like you.
You'll have to listen to me. There's an army of goblins coming from the north.
And sure enough, from the north, an army of 1,000,000, it was really like 100 goblins, came down these hills. And to the south, an army of eagles, Gandalf's friends, he has a lot of friends, came down and the battle of 5 armies began. Now, hours later, the battle was over. Now, where was Bilbo in this time? Take a guess. He was hiding, as usual. But finally he awoke, and on his deathbed in the camp lay the great Thorin Oakenshield.
Bilbo, is that you? I see a white light at the end of a long tunnel.
Come on, everyone does this cliche.
Sorry. God. And I'm sorry for everything I put you through.
You think sorry is gonna make up for everything you've done? Apology accepted. Now, he set off on his journey home, and Gandalf knew that there was more to Bilbo's magic ring than meets the eye.
Bilbo, you might want to keep that ringamaroo locked up.
It's not like my nephew's gonna have to destroy it because it belongs to the greatest evil on the face of the planet. But that's another tale. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.